Yes, morning and greetings to all of my garden lovers, my flowers lovers, all of my subscribers, all the analyst people them, big up on yourself. You hear me I say now? I'm just answering a few questions asked by some of my subscribers them. Which I think I did explain this one already about the deadheading in it. What it is with deadheading with plants is the more you deadheading the plants is the more blooming you get. You see this fuchsia over here, it wasn't saying nothing. I had it around the front and it wasn't doing well. Anyway, I brought it back around the back and I deadheading it and it full up a bloom. It just a bloom like it mad, you know, full of flowers, you know. So all it is, deadheading is when you have a plant, you can identify the flowers on it that's fresh and looking good. And the ones that's not fresh and not looking good are like these ones. You see this one here? Like these? All you do, you take off these ones, take them off like that. Just go through. Sometimes it's a lot of work, there's a lot of them still. But if you go through your plants and you can identify them and you can take them off like that, take them off. That's all you have to do is take them off, innit? And if you drop them on the floor, remember to sweep up them as well. Don't leave them on the floor. Yeah, that's all it is. So me say, there is a rose. Let me show you. They are coming. Miss V, she a call me every time when me have to do something. That's the time she gonna call me up, innit? There's a rose over here in this corner that I deadheading twice, and it did bloom up a lot of flowers. As it is now, there's none on there. There's a little one here. See that? That rose there? That need coming off. So you just use your secateurs or your scissors or whatever and just take it off. And I can see young shoots coming up on this plant. So most likely I'm gonna get some more off of it. That's all it is with deadheading. Yeah. So remember, most of the plants them that you see with flowers bloom, if you have the time, pick them off, cut them off, and encourage them to bloom up more. So our next fuchsia, when we get this fuchsia, this one is almost dead. And the person who gave it to me, they came here the other day and I showed them it and they couldn't believe in it because they thought it was dead. I said, no flowers, not dead by me. Look for my color, man. Fresh and pretty. And my time, nice and pretty. Yeah, so that's the deadheading. I hope I explain that as well. Now, somebody asked me again about the hydrangea. If you should cut the blooming off or deadheading the hydrangea. No. The thing with hydrangea is, let me show you a thing. I'm gonna show you a thing. Oh, before we go any further, this wheelbarrow, one of my clients bought me this beautiful wheelbarrow because I realized that it's something that I use. I had one and it get destroyed. So they bought me a new one and they also bought me this climbing rose. They didn't actually buy it for me. They bought it for themselves and then when I went there and saw it, it was like almost dried up. I said, what the hell? And I said, you know what? I'll take this rose and I shall take it home and I shall treat it and I shall plant it. And they said, fine, that's fine. So I got a rose and a wheelbarrow from one of my clients. All right, let me show you something about the hydrangea now. Right, my people, as for the hydrangeas, yeah, this is what happened. A lot of people tend to cut off the flowers off of the hydrangeas when they go brown and they're going out of season. No do that. I've seen people done it as soon as the flowers gone off, them chop them down. No do that. Yeah, as what that do, that will just more than damage the plant than anything else. Leave them on there. Leave all the flowers on there, no matter how them brown and stay. And the best time to cut them off is in spring. When you see a hydrangea start sending back leaves and start to spring up back, then you cut off them dry ones there. And then you will see if any dry stick upon your plant where you can cut off like you prune it up, like, you get me? Because what it does, them dry things there, it might be surprising to know, but them help to protect the plants throughout the winter. Cause imagine if you cut them off, you leave the head of them exposed to the winter and the frost and thing. But by not cutting them off, it helps to protect the plants. So don't cut them off until when spring come and you know so you're about to get some good weather, then you cut them off. Yeah. So what's the next question again? Yes, my people. As for having plants in pots, first thing first, you have to be very careful with plants in pots. Is make sure that the pots have holes in the bottom for drainage. Because a lot of people say they have plants and they keep water in it and the plant's still dead. Remember, water is good and water can be bad. So imagine if you have a plant in a pot and there's no hole in the bottom and you keep throwing the water, and you see a plant not getting any better. All it means is that the plant is being waterlogged. That means waterlogged, you can't see the water, but the water down in the pot and the root of the plant are live in the water, which it don't want to live in the water. It just want water if it just drink liquor like we. You understand? Imagine somebody take you and put in a one pool of water for 1-2 days. Your water soak and probably end up dead too as well. Got too much water no good. You go in and take a swim and come out back. That is what it is. So make sure you have proper drainage in your thing. And drainage like you can put some stones, gravel in the bottom of the pot. Yeah. And worse if you're gonna put the pot in a what you call it, tray. Like when we put this in one of my old plate. But if you put it in a tray and you put stones in the bottom of it, when the water drain off, then you won't have any problem. But if not, you put it in a tray, the water even harder to come out. So you throw water in there, and the plant those are dead. Yeah, be careful with that. And some plants don't like when you change them out of the pot, because when a plant find a pot where it's comfortable in, if you go change the pot, yeah, you have to be very careful. You can change it from a smaller pot to a bigger pot, but you have to be careful how you change it. You have to change it and make the plant not even realize, say, in come out of the pot there. So what you have to do, you have to get up that plant with all the soil on it and put it in our next pot. That's what you have to do. I did that with a plant already and make a mistake. Somebody give me a plant and because they start sending up suckers and they want more off of the plant, me take the plant out of the pot, shake off all of the dirt, put in fresh dirt. About 5 years now, one orchid, me show you it too. This is the orchid somebody gave me. And it bloomed pretty the first time, and the thing was so pretty. When it starts sending up suckers, I took it out of the pot and said me I go separate, because as a matter of fact, I call it my money tree. That's what I call it, because it's a very expensive orchid. Anyway, take it out of the pot about 5 years now and separate it. See, me have a whole heap of plants off it here, but it never bloom again. All it was, the plant was so happy where it was. And when I took it out, not never wrong, but me take it out and shake off the dirt off it and I put fresh soil on it, which he never wanted. All it wanted was for me to just take it out that pot and put it in a bigger pot. It's like a baby asleep and you take them up and you don't want to wait them, put them on different bed. You take your time and you take them up and you put them on different bed. And when they wake up in the morning and say, what? I want to reach us up. But so you have to do them, not disturb them, not shake them up too much. See? Remember that. Well, my people, I hope I've answered some of your questions. If you don't understand, let me know still. But I think I'll try to explain as best as me can. So, we're going to leave it at that for now. And me have some tile to go cut now. I have some tiling inside there. And I may do it myself. I'm very skilled. I'm kind of ready. And I miss V, trust me. And I'll set up my machine now and get things cracking. You understand, people? Yeah. But I'll keep you up to date and keep you posted. And what's happening and all what I want still. Me have work for do and me have the wheelbarrow there now so me can jump. I have a big project in my garden for do. As me say, me I cut out my borders and shape them up. So the wheelbarrow just come in handy right now for me. So just go and do what me I do. And next thing again, my lawnmower gone. I forget a brand new lawnmower now, because that one do it days. My lawnmower me have it about 6 years now, but it gone, you know. It dead. So me have to go plan a funeral for it. Anyway, big up on yourself, my people. Job bless. Don't stress over pest. Remember, honor one love, enough love, manners and respect. See?